Turn on a candle. Candle? I still only have one matchbook with 10 uses. No other fire making? Alright, turn on a flashlight then. So, there's our reading list. I need all of them, so I don't want to ditch those. Oops. Let's see. I think I'm going to ditch the brazier. That's quite bulky. We have the mess kit now. A lot of MREs, my gallon jug of water. I need to eat some of this stuff. Get rid of the pipe. Plastic bottle. We'll have our yogurt. Air. We'll store it on the inside. I want the peanut butter. 190 calories, 16 servings. Very much I want the peanut butter. Okay, done with the kitchen. Back the front. Laptop computer. We'll take the battery from that. Multivitamins. Gotta go chug my multivitamins so I... The hell is that? Oh, ski mask. No, thanks. Sorcery cards. Don't need that. Hydrogen peroxide. Now I'm starting to feel a little bad. One of those buildings is apparently a new building and it has no zombies attached to it yet. And it's one of those multi-story buildings I really don't like abusing. Since it's our first time, we shall abuse it, and then I'll decide whether to put it on my no-no list. Really? You have your baseball cap? Must be a valuable baseball cap if it's in the display case. Realize the items I'm seeing are on 25% backpack, 25% item drop rate. So multiply by 4 for the normal drop rate. This place would be pretty stacked. It's basically another version of an apartment tower, which I try not to visit. Toilet paper. Oops. Other way. Ooh, reading light. Well, I think that is it. So, nice, interesting map. I'm probably going to go on my do not visit list. I have done a photography challenge. It's very long ago in the distant, dim reaches of my past memory. Probably like 70 challenges ago. I've done so many now. I really can't remember them all. I know I have attempted that at some point, and I don't remember how far I got or what I did or what it was called. But yes, I have done the photography thing. Well, okay, so we got a backpack. I got to rethink things here. I'm going to unload the messenger bag. There's that Vorm noise again. What the hell is making that noise? And let's ditch the messenger bag and try to keep our backpack alive. I'd rather have a leather backpack, but beggars and choosers, you know. Alright, so we're so close to the grocery store. So close. With the fence I can jump through and stairs I can go down. We've got a bit of an escape path. I should probably go unlock some of these doors is what I should do. Play it smart, Vorm. Use your environment. Let's unlock the ones closest to the grocery store. That way, inevitably, when we have to run for it. Oh, that's it? Just aspirin? So much for getting medicines. Usually the medicine, yeah, this right hand... oh, this one's one of the wrecked ones. This is usually the medicine pile right here. Calcium tabs. Oh, they broke my cooking oil. The bastards. So yeah, this is a looted one. That's another thing. I've got 28 months of evolution, so there is an evolution mechanic that you guys don't see often in my plays because it's relatively new, and I don't do advanced long-range time frame starts too often. But as time passes, locations like grocery stores, and I'm not sure the full list of buildings that get this treatment, but to simulate the world being looted over time by NPCs and rando bandits and so on. When time passes, you get upgrades to the buildings so they look like this instead of their default. They're looted, less items available, and so on. I don't know the full details on exactly how it works, but that's part of the new system. It was always planned to be this way. A lot of people were shocked when they changed the loot in houses in particular. It started with the apartment buildings. That was the first buildings that got it, where you had just massive amounts of food and tools and materials and so on. Then all the houses got updated to the same type of level of loot. The reason that was done was to incorporate the long-range plan for there to be a reduction of loot as time passed in your game world to simulate the NPCs also being involved in the world and looting locations and so on. So a high level to start with, and then have it disappear over time, separate from the character's depredations. So that kind of stuff is starting to be implemented. Usually, most of my challenge runs, the folks that watch me, I just start on the normal start date, and then I'm done before too much time goes by, because I know the game too well, and I can advance the character very quickly. So I'm usually done with my challenges before we even get to summertime. So not much time goes by, so we never really see this stuff. So, glad I did a late evolution start so we can kind of see some of these other mechanics. But that's what's going on here. That's why you may not have seen this kind of thing either. Sludge trail, blocking me. So, we're not going to get much out of this store. 400 copper wire? Man, normally I would scoop that up, but with this build and this playthrough, carrying that kind of stuff around is just not going to help me any. Can't move the display rack. I think I'm just going to leave. Obviously, we're not going to get anything that's going to help me much. So we're going to call that empty, call those empty. I didn't really get a good chance to loot all of these, especially that one. Mill surplus, we only got a portion of. None of the other buildings interest me all that much. I'm not going anywhere near the mall. There's so many zombies in the mall parking lot. That would just be a riotous nightmare of pain. But I think we're stuck with the previous plan. Back out, wait for light, do a little long-range scouting. Trying to stay away from everything. Knowing my luck, I'll make it through the night. As sun rises, I'll be surrounded by reindeer, or Zaindeer, and they'll be able to see me the same time I see them, and they'll come sprinting at me. That's how my luck goes. But yeah, this would make a nice base for somebody. Big open rooms, bars on the windows, brick, so it's have to have some pretty tough zombies, especially if you find this kind of a building early game. But it's a variation on the apartment tower. It's called housing, but it's basically an apartment tower. So, I like it. It's an interesting map addition. Alright, let's go back downstairs. We'll head to the far house, or development. And I think we'll go out the back door here. So we'll step out the back and we'll try to work our way back out again. And we'll see what we encounter. Keep hitting zombie sledge trail was nerfed to 30 minutes. Even 30 minutes seems like an awful long time. Okay, what kind of status are we in? Painkillers are still bleeding off. Our speed is as good as it's going to get, essentially, with various conditions. We've got gear. Let's throw a bandage on our torso. I'm going to save the hydrogen peroxide for the next bite wound. Ambulance was empty. Yeah, I think it's time to skedaddle. Ladder up the outside too. Alright. Got a lot of good escape possibilities. The other reason I really like a building like this is you got so many ups and downs and back alleys and ladders up and doors and so on. It gives you a lot of good escape options from just about any angle. So it'd be a popular building for me if it wasn't going to get put on my no-no list. No, I don't think it's a car running somewhere, Chili. I would hear it more regularly from a certain location. Alright, safe mode's on. Where are we going to go park? I think I'm just going to go park on the road up near the fishing pond. So we'll just go outwards and upwards. We got, it's 1:20, so we got a few hours to spend. There's another road network over this way. I'm going to go north a bit. I don't want to be... I don't think the fishing pond has zombies as a standard arrangement. But let's go park in the field up here. Far enough away that we'll be out of sight. We'll just take our chances with anything else being close to us when the sun comes up. This is the most dangerous part of the day for me, other than when I'm creeping around in town, of course, because, like I said, there could be nasty things right here, and as soon as the sun comes up, it's I gotta kill it. That's the only choice. So, yeah, we're gonna sit here and wait. 3 hours to start. One of the worst things. Yes, I would like to stop waiting. Oh, man. Is it a lone necroboomer? Oh, man. Wow. Ouch. Not good. Pretty sure he's going to be able to keep up with me. We'll try to walk away initially. We'll see how quickly he gains on me. Yep, so that's the comparison, even just walking. So I've mentioned this before, but if you fiddle with the speed setting in your game world, be very, very careful, because it radically changes a lot of the balancing in the game. What I mean by that is, there is a certain point at which you cannot walk away from the basic low-level zombies. So if you're a new player, or you're an old player playing on a default game world, for example, the standard early zombies, just a regular boring old zombie, you can walk away from those guys. If you're not in bad condition, you don't have a bunch of negative effects, if you're just average condition, ready to go, zombie appears, you can literally just walk away from it. You're just fast enough that you'll be able to maintain a slow lead and continue to increase that, and eventually you'll leave that zombie behind without ever spending a point of stamina running, as long as you got enough space to do it. So by tweaking the speed setting on the enemies even slightly, you could tip that balance where you absolutely cannot get away from anything walking, meaning stamina and running is your only option. And that's a limited resource that goes downhill real fast. So be really, really careful when you adjust the speed setting. I also realize you're not adjusting just their movement speed. You're giving them more movement and action points that they can also use to attack more often with. So you'll also be making them faster at attacking. So it's a very dangerous setting to fiddle with. I don't recommend it for people that are new to the game. Wait until you've played the game quite a bit before you start adjusting that thing, and be aware of just how dramatic a change it's going to be. So this is one of those situations. I cannot walk away from this guy. If I burn my stamina, I put myself in serious danger because I could run into something else. I could burn the stamina and still not make it away from this guy. If I sprint and I burn my stamina and then I run out and I stop, and he's still following my scent trail, he'll get to me when I'll be out of stamina. It takes way, way, way too long to get your stamina back in comparison to somebody chasing you and them reaching you again. So I got to make judgment calls way early in the encounter on whether or not I think I can actually get away. Right now, it's a bit of a crapshoot because I got no terrain I know of to get near to help me block this guy out or slow him down. So if I start sprinting, then I have to fight at a negative if he does catch me. So it's either, I got to make this decision now. That's something I think not enough new players do. They don't consider the circumstances in the fight early enough. They either start sprinting and run, and then get eaten, or they fight, and then too late, once they're out of stamina, then try to run. That's the worst thing you can do, because you're not going to get away in 90% of the circumstances. So, how far ahead on Vintage Story on Twitch than what you released on YouTube? Totally different games. So, several worlds away, I guess. I mean, same game, Vintage Story, but not the same world, same playthrough, and so on. I'm also playing very much harder settings. I've got a ton of hours of Vintage Story that I haven't even put on YouTube yet of that particular playthrough. I've been waiting to see if interest died off. Occasionally I'll start playing a game and there's interest at first, but then a week later there's like 10 people viewing it and there's no point to me putting that up. So I've been waiting to see if there's continued interest before I upload the other 30 hours of that particular playthrough I've got going. I'm also having to decide whether I want to just bag that one and just show what I'm currently playing, which is a much harder setting than the one that's on YouTube currently. So I don't know. I got some decision to make. But yeah, there's no connection between what I'm playing on Twitch for Vintage Story and the series that's going up on YouTube currently. What else is being talked about? Grass fire. Yeah, grass fire can help. You can toss tinder down and set it on fire if you've got the room to do it, and then the zombies will stand on the fire and take damage while you fight. That's another tip. I don't use it very often, but it takes time for that to actually, to get it set up, to get the fire lit, and then for the zombies to actually start taking damage. So most often I don't actually try that one. Too many things people suggest to me, they don't understand that everything takes time. It takes time to drop the tinder. That actually takes time to drop that item. Then it takes time to activate your lighter, and if it's in a pocket or in a backpack, it's even more time to activate it so that you can light it on fire. Then there's time for the zombie to get there, and it's just, everything takes time. Every single action nowadays. It used to be easier, but nowadays, especially with the pocket system and it increasing the activation time because you have to dig it out of a pocket, that changed quite a few strategies when those kind of changes went in. Necro Boomer is a newer one, and it has a lot of abilities. My understanding is it acts as both a necromancer and a master. So it can raise something and level it up at the same time, I think. And I believe it has a more powerful boom. I haven't fought too many of them yet. because they're a late-stage evolution, which I haven't done a lot of late-stage stuff since it was introduced. So this would be probably my first real close encounter with a Necro Boomer. So this could go horribly wrong. He might just kill me. We'll find out if I do decide that. So, as I mentioned earlier, newer players, slow down. Zombie shows up, don't freak out, just immediately start swinging at it or start running away. Take time to evaluate your situation, your character condition, your weight, or your encumbrance and all that. Decide whether you've got space and time to drop a backpack before you start the fight, pop a pain med ahead of time, all that kind of stuff. Think about it ahead of time. Too late, they stop to think or they freak out and they don't get this kind of thinking done. But it's really important to make these decisions before you start pulling the trigger on fighting or sprinting. Because if you do one, usually it's too late to do the other by the time things go wrong. So, that's the next question. If I am going to fight him, do I want to change the arrangement? Do I want to back off enough that I can drop the backpack? Both to free up my encumbrance as well as to not let it get ripped up. The jacket's probably going to go away. It's probably going to get chopped up. But I can't do much about that. I really need to know if he's alone. I'd be surprised if he's alone. There are groups of zombies that spawn in the game world, and he could just be one edge of a pack. I think he's here because he's a necro and he can see in the dark. So he could be part of a group and the group can't see me yet. He could be the leading charge for other zombies. So I wish I could know for sure. And I could if I flip the light on. I'd know at least out to the extent of the light, but that would also highlight myself. I still have 5 night vision even with my sunglasses. I'm so cool. I'm going to sprint a few steps, see if we can just get a few more steps on him. Then I'll make my decision. These guys are so fast. I'm going to keep going until I see that stamina bar tick down one more time. Alright, right there. Now we're going to drop the backpack. Alright, we're going to fight this guy. We're also going to drop the branch. That's a free action. Anything wielded in your hands you can drop without any cost. So, now we're in fight mode. I was hoping to get some painkiller in me. I got a little tiny bit of painkiller there and some damaged bandages. Alright. So, we're going with Muay Thai, Art of 8 Limbs, against a Necro Boomer. I'm going to let him step into me, and then I'll hopefully get the first strike. With his action points raised, he might get to move and hit me simultaneously. That's the kind of thing you got to understand when you raise that speed rating. You're going to have more circumstances where, like that skull zombie, he was able to both move and grab me and bite me all in one turn because of the number of action points that he was granted. That kind of stuff is going to increase. So, he got to move, but he didn't get any attacks off. Alright, let's see what happens here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? What? Wait a minute. Let's follow this chain of text. You deal a powerful kick to the zombie Necro Boomer for 8 damage. Your pair of fingerless gloves is damaged by the force of the blow. What? That's good stuff there. Hold on a sec. I need to print screen. Let's grab that little text box right there. Save. Copy. Let's see. Okay. It's not just storytelling. It actually damaged my fingerless gloves. There's no story there. There's actual there. That is true, Cat 4int. It's possible I put my gloves on my feet and my boots on my hands. There is that opportunity. He got 1 bar down from an 8-point kick, so I don't think he's got a lot of hit points. We just got to weather whatever he's going to return us at. Second swing. 25 critical. Look at that kick. And we stunned him. And we didn't damage our gloves with a kick that time. How much? Down 2 bars. Oof. Yeah, we still got a lot of hits to go. A 9. What is it with all the kicks? Okay. So apparently we are Senor Kick Puncher. A miss. We're dodging. We're dodging. We have dodged a lot. There's a flying knee for 17 with a crit. How many dodges have we gotten in so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dodges so far. Way to go, dodge. 4.3 effective dodge currently, huh? Can we make it a flawless victory? We're getting close. A lot more kicks. One more. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, now we need to get our backpack on and we need to move. Because we just made a big loud noise. I'm going to take my stick with me. What direction do we go? We go north, of course. Safe mode back on. Ooh, scared me. Shocker Brute. Hey, Mr. Shocker Brute. 42 away, huh? That means when the sun comes up, you can see me. Okay. We're gonna go... What the... Oh, he's going to the noise. Please don't intersect my scent cloud. Please don't intersect my scent cloud. This is a great example of a scent cloud, by the way. If he suddenly starts curving over this way... let's show it again. Here's the scent cloud. Looks like he might not hit the scent cloud. We made our noise down here, so he's coming towards the noise. By the time he gets there, that cloud will be dissipated, so unless he intersects this section fairly quickly, we'll be okay with the scent cloud. So, I can't have safe mode on while I'm doing that. I'm just gonna let... I can't let time pass. I gotta break distance from this guy. I can't be this close when the sun comes up. Oh, we'll just keep moving. See if the scent cloud gets him. Stop running. Alright, he's off my screen. Scent cloud off. Safe mode on. I'm just gonna keep moving northeast, or, you know, north other east.
Flawless victory celebration.
Hey there, McCain. Thanks very much. I'm surprised. We got a lot of good dodges in there. We won the dodge lottery. He's mostly dangerous in combination with other zombies. So now I have the problem where I'm bouncing between nasty shock enemies. I got the Shocker Brute to the east, southeast. I got the Incandescent Husk now to the west. I talked about it. I mentioned that it's going to be weird. It's going to be nasty where I end up in the middle of this field, because when the sun comes up, they're going to see me, and I won't be able to escape them. So it could be a death sentence just sitting out here in the middle of a field. I'm going to go back to the northeast again. Yeesh. Who knew? Just trying to find a nice, calm field to sit in for the night. Safe mode on. A little further. Alright, what do you think? This is lucky field? This might be the lucky field right here. We'll see if this is our lucky field. Yeah, he didn't gunk me on explosion. I was a little surprised I didn't get boomered by the Necro Boomer. I haven't fought a lot of them, like I said, so I don't know. Yeah, what I'm hoping for is a LMOE, cabin, horse farm. I'd settle for a radio tower. I mean, any of those kind of unoccupied buildings that I can base out of just to drop some stuff and then run around the local area a bit. That'd be great. Alright, well, we're going to take a chance. We're going to just stop here. So if I take my sunglasses off, can I see further? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll stick with the sunglasses. And the moustache. Alright, here we go again. I think pain will wear off on its own. We're only at -1. So, we're in fairly good shape. Let's go ahead and have some peanut butter. Yeah, let's have some peanut butter. And we can ditch that jar. Go away, glass jar, plastic cup. Wait, how long till 250? Wait for 2 hours. And wait again. We got 50 minutes. Wait 30 minutes. 5. Okay, sun is starting to come up. Okay, we picked a good spot. Now I can see things coming at least, and hopefully far enough away that I'll be able to back off. So that cat is out at 52. That's about the range I want to be making sure I can see things and then back off from. Okay, let's go, I guess, northwest. We'll see if we can link up with this road and see where it goes. The other option is east and see if we can connect to that one, but northwest we'll go first. Normally I would do a little quick movement or something, but it's so critical that I see and then back off of anything that we might encounter. Huge boomer! And some trees. Hey now. Ah! He's coming right at me. Run. Some bitch is faster than me. I can't believe a boomer is faster than me. So, oh, radio tower. You saw how far away I was from him when he started coming at me, which kind of surprised me. I don't know if he was chasing an animal and then came my direction. But now he's in my scent trail, that thingy. And if he's not, he will be soon if he keeps following. I'm going to try to angle up. Well, there he is. Yep, he's coming right at me. Oh, he stopped. He's wandering a bit. I don't want to go into forests. I'm deathly afraid of forests. Wait. Alright, got our breath back at least. I'm not used to these autumn forests either. So many things to get used to. Looks like we've got a nice radio tower offset from civilization, hopefully. That's a rose bush. Isn't that pretty? Thought that was a blooming plant of some kind. Whale wasp. Alright, he's way over there. Shouldn't be a problem. Alpha B is where? Same direction. Not break any windows so that we can keep the animals from getting me. What do we got? A pair of boots and some work pants. So... Give me those boots for a second. I want to see hiking boots versus boots. Regular boots have much better bash protection, double the bash protection, plus... See, it says green is good, right? Well, no. Not when you need cool, not warm. This warmth thing is variable. It's not empirical. It's not always better to have a higher warmth than a lower warmth. This is a situation where lower warmth is better. So I'd be losing a little bit of coverage for double the protection. But I'd also not be worried as much about my feet being warm. We're not having that much problem with our current temperature. Let's just leave them here for now. Soda, 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 and a lighter. Alright, let's ditch the two matchbooks. Don't need those anymore. We are very hungry, but hydrated. Have the soda anyway. And some pork and beans. Alright. Go take a look around. Please have a telescope. And please don't let the wasps fly up here and sting me to death while I'm on the tower. Oh, we got the sniper thing. And a telescope! Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Show me the glory. What do we got? Oh, we got a mansion. Fire lookout tower. A bunker. Military bunker. 2-story motel. Oh, the cow farm. There's my safety right there. Just don't be full of zows. Saw the mansion. We got fungus. Another radio tower. Cabin in the woods. Never any problems with cabins in the woods. Research facility. That's what I should beeline for, right? The research facility. Oh my goodness! Oh, we got to get to this light industry. I think it has a zombie population, though. I so seldom find the light industry building. Almost to the point where I thought maybe it was no longer being generated. Well, okay, this gives me some things to think about. We got a slime pit to avoid, 10% faster blobs. You think it's still zombieless? I so seldom find them. The few times I remember finding them, there were zombies, but it's possible they were adjacent to other things that had the zombies. So it could be that it's still zombieless. So, plus we've got the horse ranch over here. Not the horse ranch. This is the farm field. This is the empty one. So I'm going to make a beeline for that, I think. That'll be probably our semi-base. I don't want to go through these woods, but I will if I have to. Follow the trail straight down to the light industry to get it looted. What would be better? Another campground, possibly a luxury RV that we can utilize just for the RV cooking and sleeping parts. So yeah, we got some opportunities here if I can keep this guy alive. What's in light industry? It's got a bunch of tools. It's got a bunch of books, mostly industrial fab related type books. A lot of raw materials of the metal and such variety. The industry might have a working truck. Why do I care about that? It's got a lot of vending machines and a kitchen unit as well. So, this opens up some possibilities for us. Our horizons have expanded. That telescope on the tower in the daylight is a major, major help for us. I can't approach the mansion, much as I want to go to the mansion to try to get some medieval gear. I wouldn't be able to survive the zombies that are there. Not yet, anyway. It's one of the best opportunities for me to increase our effectiveness, not safely, but possibly quickly, if we can do it right. Assuming we get lucky with some medieval gear. I would love some fitted chainmail and a mace. Something like that as an alternate for my Muay Thai. So yeah, I think step one, go to the farm over here, see what items it has, if any. The 25% drop rate, there's not going to be many. And then either drop the rest of my gear there and use it for the base, or roll south and take our chances down here at the light industry and the campground. We might be able to work our way back up through here to that radio tower. That'll give us a little bit of a peek a bit further down this direction. Not going to the research facility. Maybe the cabin over the far corner there. So yeah, I think that's the order we're going to go them in. Nothing in the hotel other than a map, which isn't going to really help me much. I do want to go to the dairy farm. I'd be a lot more inclined to go there now if we didn't have the Wayfarer trait. because of the high likelihood of the van or the bicycle or the quad bike. But since we can't use any of those, it's just the stuff in the house. So, yep, we're going to try to work our way. I'll go up and across, like to here, get us a little distance from the forest, and then we'll go across. Check out the fire lookout tower, and then the farm. That is the plan. Haven't seen a mansion in so long. They definitely changed their rarity. They are more rare, but I've been finding them in most of my playthroughs. If I do any bit of traveling, especially. So, they're not stupid rare. But definitely no longer as common as they used to be. Okay. Tempted to stay on the road, but it hugs the woods too close. I need more room. The danger here is going to be worms. If I don't happen to notice worm sign in time. Squirrel! The downside to not being able to see the road is possible vehicles. I should be moving just far enough north to see the road. I screwed that up a bit. If there could have been ambulance. You don't see too many ambulances out in the wilderness like this, but SWAT trucks and things like that. Uh-oh, skeletal dog in my path. Where are the squirrels? He should be going after the squirrels. He's just... Oh. He's just sitting there like a bad dog. Alright, skeletal dog. Do you not know there are squirrels nearby? Mooses are only hostile in the autumn. Which, it is autumn. I might actually encounter a hostile moose. Crates are already empty. That's unfortunate. That would have been cool. But yeah. Moose and bear both. Moose are only hostile in the autumn season, which is their mating season, and bear only are hostile directly when you're near one of their cubs, and I forget which season. That might also be autumn. Yeah, mooses haven't been innately hostile for years. At least a couple years now. Where are we? Coming up on the farm. Oh wait, this is the horse farm. Ah, crap. Alright, there's no enemies at the horse farm. Since we're on the back end, we'll check for tools or toolboxes here in the back shed. Alright, horses. I don't want to see none of that horse foo nonsense. Nothing. And nothing. Stay away from me, horse. Not usually much in this place. Archery. Look, another messenger bag. Okay, yeah, pretty much nothing. Alright, so that's the whole place. There's nothing else. That's unfortunate. I thought it was the other farm. So we're definitely not staying here. No reason for us to do that. So that means, unfortunately, we're going to brave the forest. Should we go to the sugar house? Sugar house definitely has zombies. What could I get at the sugar house? Pancakes, waffles are all going to be long rotted. Maple syrup I don't need. A few tools in a kitchen possible, but nothing that I can't get in houses. I don't need the drills, maple tap drills. No, I don't think I can ride the horse either, and you need a certain survival skill to ride bareback, otherwise you need a saddle. There might be one in the barn, but I refuse to use or look at horses. They're broken as hell. They've always been broken. See my previous comments about speed ratings and attack values. Last time I accidentally bumped into a horse, it immediately struck me 8 times with its hooves and insta-killed me. And it can do that because of its super high movement speed or action points. It gets a stupid number of attacks. And they're faster than everything in the game, and they never run out of stamina, and it's just dumb. I don't use horses. Happy for people that enjoy the RP aspect of it, but from a gameplay balance aspect, they're still pretty broke. I think they added that they're shy around zombies, but that's not enough. So I got a choice. I can either come out here and then try to go through the shortest portion of forest, or I take the the trail right down through the middle. Yeah, am I supposed to lug those 100-liter drums around? It's a good place for certain runs and challenges and characters, but not for this guy. Frigate fly, they're not innately hostile, I don't think. And alright, here comes my worry. God, I hate the forests. Can't outrun anything. I'm tempted just to auto move straight south. Just to get the horror over with as quickly as possible. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Yeah, let's auto move. I mean, it's not really gonna... there shouldn't be any turrets or any guns that are gonna insta-kill me, but yeah, who knows. Let's try. Take me to here. Not even gonna use the trail, huh? Alright, you're a big dummy face. Don't take me anywhere. I'll just walk it. Just walk it and hope. Huge jumping spider off to the left. We should be okay from it. No. Frigate fly also off to the left. Yeah, with this kind of challenge and difficulty, anything that obstructs my view in the daylight is a really bad thing. So, forest's bad. No like. Out in the open plains, at least I can see it coming and try to avoid. But if it's already within visual range when it steps out from around a tree, not anything I can do. And many of the things in the forest run in packs. So far, it's been pretty lucky. See if it holds up this last distance. Missile spider. Right down by the building. Enormous hairy mutated spider with strong forelegs and a raised bloated thorax. Smells like rotten eggs. Who got close enough to determine that? Okay, zombies. I declare this Vorm home. Hey, look, it's a van. Does the van work? Good engine, a little bit of battery, some gas, it's got wheels, broken security. It is a working van. Isn't that exciting, everybody? That is so exciting. Alright, so welcome to the light industry facility. It's one of my favorite buildings, or favorite map spots, and no zombies. So we got mostly a workshop over here, a lot of materials, possibility for tools, offices, more workshop area, more tool opportunities, lots of book possibilities, a kitchen. Which side's the kitchen? I think the kitchen's back here. Vending machines. I don't have any cash cards. I haven't gotten any cash cards from any zombies. I won't be able to use the vending machines. Not that that's a big deal. I'm not sure how many books I'm going to see either because of the item drop rate. I can't close curtains for anything. There are no curtains. Nothing in the bathrooms. But lots of machinery you can take apart for the various materials. 60-liter tanks and heavy frames and all that kind of stuff. An electric jackhammer. Wasn't expecting electric jackhammer to pop out. And 2 metallic smoothers. Acetylene tank. Small welding tank. Circular saw and scissors. So, unfortunately, not much in the usable department. There's the kitchen. Jug of ammonia. Jug of ammonia. Yeah, don't take what you're seeing from my run as the normal. Very low item drop rate on mine. And usually there's more books, more snacks, more tools. The red T, that's the lookout tower. Fire lookout tower. We had another one I forgot to go look at up here. I meant to go stop there, but I got distracted by my conversation about staying close to the roads. I don't know a lot about the fire lookout towers. I think I have been to one, but I don't remember details. A briefcase. That's it? Wow, we're really not going to get much. Machinery handbook and popular mechanics, don't need either. And a safe. Oh my god, if only I had lockpicking skill. If only. Yeah, I know. I have no monies. Angle grinder, medium battery. There's the welding tank and the acetylene torch. So, one of the reasons why you would come here for these kinds of materials. Good chance at the torch and the tanks and other metalworking tools. That's it. Okay, well, I mean, interesting place. Normally I'd love it, but it doesn't do me any good. So, 0 loot. Can't use the vehicle. I guess no point to stay, really. So, what do you think? Try to get to the other tower? Then the farm and the cabin? Down the road to the campground. Just go straight over to the FEMA camp and volunteer for experimentation. What am I looking for? LMOE would be nice, I guess. Not really sure what I'm looking for. We're in kind of a nomad mode. Without the use of vehicles, I have limitations on how much I can carry. and I have to walk everywhere. So I don't have the option to just stockpile a bunch of stuff in one spot. We could go the old grocery cart type route, and I could drag along stuff behind me in a grocery cart, but that slows me down fairly substantially. To raise our power level, ideally what I need to happen is I need to stumble across a soldier body site where the soldiers have left or chased a amigo or an animal or something, so I can get a gun. A gun is by far the next thing I need in order to raise my survivability level substantially. Normally, my first goal is a car. That's the number one thing. Followed secondly by a gun with some decent ammo. Preferably a rifle firing 223, 5.56. Any of the Army Man rifles, really, that are that caliber. Because ammo's a lot easier to come across. So, traveling around the fields, hoping for a soldier body site is one possibility. There aren't too many other easy places to get a gun in this kind of a setup. I can't just saunter into the city to a gun store to try to get one, as has been demonstrated. Cities are pretty much death traps for me. So we're looking for isolated sites that we can get to raise our abilities or our gear. Make a strap in case you find a gun. Probably a good idea. So where could I get to that might be useful? This whole area is basically done, other than trying to get into a house or two. We've been to that one. We kind of ran past and into those. We checked that. We got a decent enough look at the mill surplus. I don't want to go back for the danger level involved. So this whole section we're not going to be able to use. Definitely can't go to the mall. Nothing at the pond. We missed noticing the radio tower there. Can't go into the city, but I could maybe get away with some edge raiding until we raise our combat abilities a bit more. A couple of cabins we could get to slowly. Nothing at the dairy farm is going to raise us, give us any kind of additional abilities. We don't have ID cards to get into the military bunker. We do have the torch and the tank, so I could get into the containment rooms. But is this one of those bunkers that's got the turret on it? There's not really a central location for me to base out of at the moment. Anywhere I pick is going to be far away from anywhere else I'm going to want to go to loot. I'm somewhat tempted to try to make a run at the mansion. That's one of the few places where we might get a fairly substantial upgrade. Can risk it. One of the problems being, if the map indicator is correct, that's the front of the mansion where the items most commonly are. I'd prefer it to be that one. I think what I'll do is we're going to go down to check the campsite first, then we'll come back up. If we survive that, we'll decide from there. Before we do that, though, I'm going to take a quick break. We're about 2 hours in, so let me do that. And if you have any suggestions or thoughts or strategies for keeping this Yahoo alive in this environment, let me know in chat. I'll check it when I get back. See you in just a few.